Abadoa Chi Cho, Duel Commander, go go go, Duel Commander on the way, Babadoa Chi. Like and subscribe, please.
Hello, welcome to Duelcast MTG. Today, I am going to be playing a deck that I've been working on. It is Aang at the Crossroads. I am a huge Last Airbender fan, so this has been my Universes Beyond set that has made me nothing but happy, brought me nothing but joy. I have a sick insistence on trying to make Bant work in this format. They printed Bant Aang. I'm going to be playing it. So this is Aang at the Crossroads. He is 2 and Bant for a 3/3 flyer. When he enters, look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may put a creature with CMC 4 or less onto the battlefield. When another creature you control leaves the battlefield, transform Aang at the beginning of the next upkeep. So we have this, half a collected company on our commander, and he provides a ton of value. I've seen some lists online of this deck that are trying to play like a Gyruda combo deck and just play 25 clones, chain a ton of Angs together, and put them on Wrath or Bust. I think it is still probably worse for that strategy than Gyruda. However, Aang is very, very powerful. So one of the things I love so much about this card is the flavor with the mechanics. I think the entire Last Airbender set is phenomenal that way. So Aang is green, white, and blue. So waterbending cares about having creatures on the battlefield. That's the first ability. Airbending cares about blink and flicker effects. That's the second ability. When Aang transforms, that's when you get the green with the earthbending, because at the beginning of combat on your turn, Earthbend 2, land creatures you control have vigilance, and he becomes a 4/4. So, what is our actual strategy here? I think the best way to play this card is Bant good stuff. So, with that in mind, we have our 2 broken planeswalkers in Oko and Teferi, and then we're playing 43 creatures. Basically, we are playing mana and strong ETBs. So we've got Angswift Savior for the Spell Queller effect and some removal, Appa to regain value off of all of our ETBs and create some Wrath protection, fill the board up even more with 1/1s. We're playing 8 mana dorks in Avacyn's Pilgrim, Birds of Paradise, Noble Hierarch, the 3 mono green elves, and Dryad Arbor with a green suns. Badger Mole Cub is completely cracked. When you play this card in a deck with Skull Clamp, it goes completely nuts. We have Brazen Borrower for removal that isn't a whiff on an Aang flip. Bright Glass Gearhulk is, I think, far and away our best card. We're playing tons of 1-drops and a really robust Bright Glass package. So I'm going to go through that real quick. We have Guide of Souls and Ocelot Pride. We have all of our mana dorks. We have Mockingbird to clone and resend, or clone one of our other really good ETBs. Tameo, get Bright Glassing for Tameo Skull Clamp is one of my favorite things. You grab them, you flip Tameo, and you start really pressuring your opponent with her ultimate. Other things we have for that package are our Urza Saga package with Skull Clamp, Shadow Spear, and Lava Spur boots, as well as Unable to Scream and Static Prison. The other thing I really love about Bright Glass is it can grab you your Urza Saga. It's also just a 4/4 first strike trample. It is a huge combat object that draws you 2 cards, and you can really abuse it by blinking it with something like Felia, or cloning it with Sakashima, Spark Double, Phyrexian Metamorph, Phantasmal Image, blinking it with Restoration Angel, airbending it with Aang or Appa, or flickering it with Flicker Wisp. Blastpool Mimic is probably our best MDFC. A play pattern I've been liking is Mana Dork, Blastpool Mimic, our Mana Dork. Our strategy is pretty much go fast and get a turn 3 Aang. We have Kutzel as turn protection, plus if you can hit with one of your Earthbent lands, draw cards. Cloud to get one of our 1-drop equipments or have a draw 4. Charming Prince flickers. Peter Parker as what is likely the strictly better version of this deck, and something that we can sideboard into if we need to get in under interaction. We have Soul Herder for repetitive flickers. We have Roaming Throne on human, or if we flip into our Palace Jailer, our Ranger Captain of Eos, our Seasoned Dungeoneer, Reflector Mage. We're playing a lot of humans, and doubling up their ETBs is really strong. Subtlety for some free interaction, Voice of Victory for more turn protection. I wanted a Prismatic Ending just to hit any of those kind of early hate pieces, or a Winter Moon, something like that. This is just such flexible removal. Green Sun Zenith, get our Dryad Arbor or whatever else we need. Avatar's Wrath is a card I've been playing with, and I think this card might just be busted. Getting to airbend our ETB creatures to recast while cleaning up a problematic board, or resending Aang. This card's phenomenal. I don't know that it necessarily belongs in this deck, but I have really been liking it. We have an Enlightened Tutor to get our Urza Saga to make sure we hit a land drop when we need it, to get our Parallax Wave to end a game. I like Enlightened Tutor. I try to play it when I can. Birthing Ritual. This is a great Enlightened Tutor target. Aang sort of plays like Birthing Ritual, but you get to keep your creature, and going up this chain quickly can get you so much value that it's a card I'm really interested in trying out. As for our lands, our mana base is unfortunately going to hurt us. Our mana is just not that good. It's one of the main problems in the deck. So we are playing both City of Brass and Mana Confluence, as well as 3 Pain lands and a Starting Town. Shadow Spear is really our only life gain, so it can be problematic, but I'm tinkering with this deck a lot, so we'll see how it plays today. City of Traders can just pump out any of our really powerful 4-drops or Aang, and that's really the only interesting thing about the mana base. So I very badly want this to be my deck, so we're going to take it into a league today and see how it does. I am stoked. Let's go duel.
Let's duel. Oh.
All right, here we are in round 1 against Toph, Greatest Earthbender. This is Gruul aggro. I'm going... This hand is slow. I like the Unable to Scream because they're very commander focused. I don't think I can keep this. I really like Felia. That does link their Earthbent lands. I'm gonna try this. I really like to see a hand with a dork in it, but I am going to try this. I think I have to be willing to keep playable hands. I don't want to see Toph next turn, so I'm going to Unable to Scream this guy. Oh, does that change my play? That does change my play. I'm going to get a Tinderwall of our own. And I think I'm more interested in white here, because we can Unable to Scream Toph and then maybe just take the initiative. We'll see. This is interesting. This game just got very interesting to me. Oh, I need to... Okay, no. For a second, I thought I didn't understand Tinderwall and I needed to pay a red to make 2 red, but that's not how this works. You got it. So now they'll get a 4/4. Shadow Spear's probably fine. I don't want that thing to have double strike. I know that. And I'm not going to be casting Felia, but I can't equip the Shadow Spear. I shouldn't have fetched yet. I am going to just Surveil, though. I want to hit that land and cast Aang next turn. Good. I am getting bopped for this turn. This is still colorless, so Reverent Mantra doesn't help Dust Bowl. That's kind of annoying. Don't kill this. Okay. I just really didn't want them to kill the Tinderwall. So let's rip Aang and hope that variance is on our side. It may not be, but there's only one way to find out. And I do think the biggest weakness of this Aang deck is just variance. We're a high variance deck in a high variance format. Like, hitting Guide of Souls there is just not that good. And I don't have the mana to flicker or go for the initiative now. I will block with the Guide of Souls so we can flip Aang, but they have a billion mana. 4, 5, 6, 7. They have 8 mana. And I think we're just hoping to basically fade Minsc and Boo right now for green. Fanatic of Fronis is so good in any deck that can consistently get a creature with 4 or more power, which there's obviously can. This Guide of Souls was not what we were looking for. I was hoping to hit a Palace Jailer or something to maybe chain an Aang or two. Shadow Spear is very good in this matchup, though. Once Aang is a 5/5 lifelinker, it's pretty hard to race that. Safekeeper's fine. I'm trying to decide, do I chump with Guide of Souls to flip Aang and risk them having a lightning bolt or something? I think I am going to do this. I don't want to go to 10. That feels like it's weirdly in death range. And we know they have something in their hand because they tapped this Fanatic for 4 and then changed their mind. Hopefully they don't just Dust Bowl me. That would be pretty annoying. Okay, they didn't. Dryad Arbor's a terrible draw here. Does block, though. I am going to start attacking. We'll Earthbend the Dryad Arbor. I'm not going to attack with anything that will kill Toph in combat. Are they Dust Bowling my Dryad Arbor? They're stomping it. Yeah, I can't do anything about that. That's a stinker. They have 3 green in their mana pool. I don't know what they could realistically flash in with it. They're going to Dust Bowl me now. Yeah, I should have ripped the Reverent Mantra. I did that thing I do a lot where I got caught up not really looking at what was going on. Aang is a 4-turn clock here and gaining me 5 life. The Reverent Mantra will protect him. I should have ripped the Reverent Mantra. That was a big spew. Now they can just beat up my mana for the rest of the game. I'll take the 5 back. Well, they gave me an untapped land. That's kind of them. Now I expect them to Dust Bowl me again. And I will flash in Felia. They only have 2 cards in hand. Still very far behind, but I think the 5/5 lifelinker is a big deal. Felia blocks the Safekeeper. Yeah, very hard to race a 5/5 lifelink. Destroying a land every turn is brutal, though. They're going to go to 7 here. Badger Mole Cub, that card's really good. I think Felia's just on chump duty. I don't think I need her to do anything. Taking out their 4/4 doesn't seem super relevant with having a 5/5 lifelink. You got it. Sure thing. Just going to go to combat here. Oh, is that lethal? No. Yeah, I'm just going to attack with Aang. Keep up the pressure, have 2 blockers. They can Dust Bowl my land, but whatever. They're dead on board. And they can't kill Aang because of the Reverent Mantra. I should have just given everything protection from green and won the game. I got more concerned with defense and missed lethal. I hope that doesn't come back to bite me, but it very well may. It is so hard to narrate and play well. Just really is. Okay, that should do it. Never casting this game. We are pro-red here with our lethal flyer. Are they playing a fog? Okay. So we stole game 1 with an Unable to Scream and a Shadow Spear. We love stealing games like Robin Hood, giving games to the poor, I think. I'll keep this. I think Flicker Wisping their Earthbent land can be really strong. They use all their resources to make a 4/4 double striker and we take it off the board. Seems good to me. I'm going to wait on this hierarch so that I can have quick reflexes up for it. And they make their This is Spider Punk, so I can't counter anything. Luckily, other than Mental Misstep, I don't do that because Subtlety doesn't say counter on it. I want this to be Hedge Maze. I will take a Brazen Borrower for sure. That's really strong here too. Let's get a Savannah so that nothing can happen, nothing weird can happen to this hierarch. And we'll cast it. Brazen Borrow is really good if they have a Magus of the Moon, Talon Gates. I'm fine if they want to just phase out hierarch. They don't. Domri. It's really good. So they'll probably have the Punk fight hierarch and then we get to protect it. Glad I took the turn off to do that. And now if they want to attack, they lose Domri. They don't seem to care. Okay. So they lose Domri. I'm at 14. That's not a lot of life. But I can Brazen Borrower this guy and Flicker Wisp their Earthbent land if they go that route. Keen-Eyed Curator. That one's kind of annoying. Do I want to Petty Theft this? I think I can go to 10. I just want to use my mana here. I'll Petty Theft. And then we can cast Aang and see if we can just build a crazy board against them. Ooh, almost clicked on the starting town. That would have been bad, embarrassing, and annoying. Okay, so here's Aang. Oh, these are good. I'm going to take the Palace Jailer, take their only creature off the board, and get Monarch ticking up. I'll chump a double striking land with the Jailer, and then have options to like Flicker Wisp their land, Spark Double to resend Aang, Headliner Scarlet. That'll get their Curator back. That's kind of annoying. It's not a big deal. And the Curator is way more dangerous to me as a 7/7 than Graveyard Hate. I think that's one of the other weaknesses of this Aang deck is I just don't have a lot of recursion, like at all. Avacyn's Pilgrim's not really what we want to see. I'm going to go to combat. I'm going to hit them for 4 and take the Monarch back. Then decide if I want to Spark Double Aang or if I want to Spark Double Palace Jailer. I think I just want to Spark Double Aang. Yeah, I think that makes the most sense. Because now we have another flying 4/4. And we get this extra value. They don't have an artifact. Ranger Captain. I would like to use the ability. I think I want a second Noble Hierarch, so Mockingbird. Let me make Shaw. Oh, I could also get Guide of Souls. I'm going to get Guide of Souls. I want to have some life gain going. And he's a fine chump blocker. Okay. Feeling good. Prismatic Ending's great. I get to bottle a card. Headliner Scarlet is so good. Maybe I should have just Palace Jailed this. I forgot about the card advantage on it. I can't even see the card. It's exiled face down. What are these secrets you're keeping? Stomping my Guide of Souls is fine. It's not the best thing that could have happened to me, but it will trigger Aang. We have a lot of damage on board. So we'll Flicker Wisp their Earthbent land, Prismatic Ending the Keen-Eyed Curator. Yeah, I was happy to chump block there. Let's start with combat. Earthbend the Surveil land, because that feels so good. And Aang's like flip feels so good too, because you just get a free blocker every turn. I'll hit them for 5. They go to 11. Then let's Flicker Wisp this 4/4 double striker. I guess I should have attacked with the Spark Double. It would have changed the clock. I forgot to Prismatic End. That's okay. Our board is huge. I'm not worried about very much, and we just drew our best card. Yeah, that would have changed the clock. That was a spew. Although Flicker Wisp does make it a lethal attack, right? 4, 8. Yeah, that's exactly 11. Plus the Brazen Borrower waiting in the wings. Sure. Let's go block. Yes, those creatures are both incredibly expendable. Hopefully there's no gotcha card here, but they'll get the Monarch, which I think is fine. They're still dead on board. I'm playing this way too loose. I took myself off flashing in the Brazen Borrower. Removal spells exist. played this way too loose. 3 visits is fine. I could not care less about that. They don't have anything with reach. That doesn't have reach. They will draw off Monarch. I'll attack for lethal. Right, there's no sneaky reach happening. Attack you for lethal. They die. Okay. We did see the Aang brick on the Guide of Souls, but overall, our mid-range quality is very high, so that felt like a good win. I'm going to try to tighten up for the rest of the league. GG. Okay. So round 2 is the mirror. I'll keep my hand. My opponent and I are both very amused by this matchup. What MDFC? The Glasspool Mimic, yeah. This is going to be interesting. I wonder if they're also doing a value build or if they're a crazy combo build and we'll just lose. We do have access to Parallax Wave. And I think I'm going to get it as soon as possible. Gave them a halfling. That's so funny. All of the clones in both decks are just super enabling the other one. So I'm going to go Cloud here. I want Skull Clamp. They sent me a bunch of question marks, so I have a feeling they're the combo build. Okay, they're going Talisman. I said I'm a value build, not combo, and they said I'm combo. Altar of the Brood. That's a card. If I were building combo, that is a card I would absolutely get. So let's get our Parallax Wave and just try to stop them from comboing forever. Parallax Wave is so insanely strong. I'll eat their halfling so I can start pressuring them. Oh, I don't even have to eat it. I forgot it was a phantasmal image, so it just dies. Let's go. All right, they're at 18. They can put Aang on the stack this turn, most likely. Man, that Altar of the Brood is going to beat us up. We are not a graveyard deck. If they put Aang on the stack, he'll obviously resolve because I can't stop it. But then I will Parallax Wave him with his trigger on the stack so that a clone can't clone him. They said they're color screwed. They pass with no play. I like that for us. They are Orum's Chanting. Okay. They can't kick it, but I can't cast spells. I would have really liked to go Kutzel, Skull Clamp the Halfling and draw a card, but this will just have to be what it is. Get them down to 14. Do I want a Restoration Angel? Oh, they're just cleaning it up. I guess they don't feel like playing on no colors. This hand kind of stinks. Yeah, I'm just not doing anything until turn 3. I'm going to mulligan. This is a lot better. Nope, it's 1 land. Can I keep 1 land? I don't think so. None of these cards are impactful enough. Go to 5. This I can certainly keep. And we'll put back, kind of just want to put back Ranger Captain tapped land. Because we know they're the combo build, Petty Theft is very good. I think. Altar of the Brood. That's your win condition. So I'd rather not. Birthing Ritual. Cool. Haven't actually had a chance to really try this card out yet. Defense Grid. Sure. I'm not really trying to interact too much anyway. Just start accruing value here. I don't even know what to drop this Tamiyo could become, if anything, but I am willing to progress my board here. I'm sad to see the Avatar's Wrath go. Okay. There is a very real argument to turn Tamiyo into the Dryad Arbor, but I don't think that's really better than what I have going on with Tamiyo. Oh, this is brutal. I'm going to rip a clue to try to hit my land drop. Didn't do it. It might just be worth turning her into a Noble Hierarch. I am going to do this because I can Petty Theft the Defense Grid on my turn. And if they want to spend their turn recasting it, I can then Solitude Aang with the trigger. Land. Kind of a land. I mean, not really a land at all, but Earthbender Savannah. And then tap you to Petty Theft, the defense grid. Let's always yield to this Birthing Ritual. True Name Nemesis, Soul Herder, Palace Jailer we can't get, we can't get. So do we want, I mean, True Name doesn't block Aang. I'll get the Soul Herder, right? We don't have like a 1 or 2 drop we can get. I would have loved to see a 1 drop so we could just, I don't want the Soul Herder. I'd rather have all this mana with the Badger Mole Cub. You got it. And now with the trigger on the stack, we will Solitude him. I think this is one of the big weaknesses of the combo build is you just fold to interaction. Like having a bunch more value and everything, to me, feels better. So they just want another Noble Hierarch and they'll Surveil. Okay, we found a land. So let's get a basic plains. White is the most important pip in our deck. White, green, white. So now we'll cast an Aang of our own. I'll get this Soul Herder. Oh, Birthing Ritual. Does Birthing Ritual not shuffle? Oh, you don't shuffle if you don't use the ability. That's kind of sick. Birthing Ritual is sick. So I would love to find something to take them off their own Aang mana. And I guess we cast this Shadow Spear just because. I'm going to stack. I want to put the Soul Herder trigger on top of the Birthing Ritual. I don't know if that's right or wrong, but it's what I'm going to do. Oh, okay. So maybe we're going off a little bit here. Oh, opponent said their Christmas dinner is arriving an hour earlier than expected. I think the game was probably over anyway. GG. Round 3 on the play against Acererak. I don't think we have a great matchup against combo, unfortunately. So I think I'm going to keep this and just Enlighten Tutor or Urza Saga and try to just pressure them. I think that's my best play. And I could have led on basic planes to not pay this life, but whatever. Blackmail. That's really good. All right, so you can have Endurance or one of my basics. I could have just shown them 3 lands. That probably would have been smarter. I've never played against Blackmail in my life. I probably should have just shown them 3 lands. They could have taken my dual land and it's whatever. But I don't have green for Endurance right now anyway. And I've seen a bunch of different builds of Acererak where like sometimes they are a Yawgmoth's Will deck. I don't know. I also didn't have to Enlighten Tutor there. I should have kept the information for as long as possible. This is not Thoughtseize. I get to choose which of the 3 cards I reveal. And they won't know about this subtlety. Get our Saga ticking. I want to go Construct, Lava Spur Boots, attack for 7 is my current game plan. So they know about these 2 basics. I'll play the island and pass. Urza Saga is so good. They play another Snow-Covered Swamp, as to be expected, of course. Bantu's Monument, that card's really good. Yeah, this is an Acererak combo piece. They just want to reduce the cost, and they can either Storm Tendrils you, they can Sib 6 Ceremony. It's a cool deck. And this is important that it gains life and drains. It's a win con. Oh, a blue card is so good right there. Blue card is so good right there. I think blue card was probably actually the best card we could have asked for. Now they're under very real pressure, and we get to free counter their guy. They go to 13. I love being able to Enlighten Tutor for Urza Saga. It just feels so good. Sib 6 Ceremony. Yikes. Okay, well, I can't respond to it, so I won't. Have to Subtlety. The annoying thing is he's still very castable. Cost is reduced by 3. Let's equip the boots over here. Go to combat. Flare attackers. Attack you. They're at 6. They will have a lot of zombies at the end of this turn. I forgot to play my land, but it doesn't matter. Offers. So for Acererak costs 2. They're going to Fatal Push my Construct. Shrink this Construct. We're no longer lethal. Okay, so forgetting to play the land was a huge deal. Aang does fly. we can F6 through the turn. After that first game against Toph, I said I was going to tighten up. So now they can make 2 more zombies, and they're gaining and draining every time. Yikes. I'm wondering if I should be playing like an Archon of Emeria, Anointed Peacekeeper, some more 8 cards to put in off Aang. Because I think we are pretty weak to combo. This kind of combo. I have the treasure to go again. I'm at 12. They're at 12. The Seiju's great here. The Seiju's great here. It's all my colors. Let's cast Aang. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the initiative is not good, but 2 bodies is. What if I blow up their Cabal coffers? That would be an insane choice to make. Man, that monument might just kill me, though. Upkeep, I'll Beseiju the Ceremony. We are drawing good cards, but that's the point of playing good stuff, I guess. All right, so now at least Acererak costs 2 every time. 6. That's 3, 4. They have 5 casts, so we'll be at 7. I think the Ceremony is still the right thing to blow up over the monument. The Ceremony's back. I guess one of the rooms of the dungeon returns a thing. They have 3 more Aceraks if they want it. Fatal Pushing Pita Parque. That'll trigger Aang, so we'll get some free blockers going. Here he is again for another zombie. I'm at 9, they're at 16. I don't think this game is winnable. An Avatar's Wrath would actually be sick, but then they just get to do all of this again. I'll probably take a draw and then concede. Oh, I'm dead. GG. I didn't do the math. Okay, that was a pretty stern kicking. Reflector Mage isn't good here, but I'll pay attention to the dungeons, and Witch Enchanter is kind of insane in this matchup, actually. All their combo pieces are enchantments and artifacts. Fetch land, pass. And being able to Charming Prince the Witch Enchanter is also really good. Inquisition can't take the Witch Enchanter. They can take Endurance or Charming Prince, which are both annoying, but is what it is. I know Acererak players aren't the highest on playing it on Magic Online because it's so time intensive, but with that Monument and Tendrils of Agony and Sipsig Ceremony, I don't think it really takes that long to win. I want to make sure I have white mana. So let's go Lush Portico. I will take that. Do I want to gain 3 life or scry 2? Like, that's a real question I want to scry 2. At our island, now we have all our colors. Charming Prince, we'll scry 2. Blitzel's probably not great. We'll go bottom top. And this way, we'll have Aang and Witch Enchanter mana. And getting Aang out quickly, we can probably pressure a lot more effectively. Roll Claw's Heist. Okay. Are they gifting me a card? No. Okay, and they take the Witch Enchanter. I think that was the best card in my hand. I'm glad I put this land on top. They're at 18. Prism Ring. Whenever you cast a spell... Okay. So whenever they cast a black spell, they'll gain a life. Knight's Whisper. Yeah. So they only have to pay 1 life for that. Flash in Endurance. Start hitting them. And I'll put those cards back in your graveyard. I don't think they're even playing Barrowgoyf, but... Oh, interesting. I will invest in this Roaming Throne. It's a... You know, it's a beater with Ward 2. We hit them down to 12 here. And double Aang triggers are insane. If they go Sipsig Ceremony, I guess it also lets Reflector Mage bounce 2 things. I wonder if they're playing Withering Boon. That would be so annoying. All right, Acererak. They go up to 13. But they don't have a cost reducer, and they're under a ton of pressure. Like, we just have an attack for 9 here. Tragic Arrogance. Goodbye, Endurance. Ooh, almost clicked through combat. All right, let's cast you. Double up. 3 names fine. Protection from you. Spark double. Get another Aang. 2 more triggers. Avinson's Pilgrim Stinks. And I'll take the initiative. Twice. get our planes, forge onto our Charming Prince, go to combat, and attack for 8. They go to 7, and we just have mega lethal on board. I'm F6'd. Yeah, this at least forces them in a position where they have to go for something. Dark Petition's fine. Toxic Deluge would be not even that great for them. I have a 4/4 and the initiative ticking, so we get to trap them for 5. I don't know what one card they have that wins them the game. It has to be like Carnival of Souls plus Relic of Legends or something. Dead of Winter. Yuck. All right, well, they're at 5 from the trap. Yeah, we are not great against Wraths. Oh my god. All of these Aang triggers that literally do nothing. Trap you. So what can we draw? Lava Spur Boots would be cool. We can't cast a Bright Glass. The City of Traders can go. Voice of Victory. I want to put Lethal on board. Yeah, I just want to put Lethal on board. Right, 3, 5, 6. They kill this. It's only an attack for 3. And I am F6. So they go up to 7. So this isn't even lethal. Unless I find Shadow Spear, Boots, or Skull Clamp, then it is. And Skull Clamp would be sick. And what we just saw with that Dead of Winter is also why I don't think the combo build is that strong. So who can attack? Voice of Victory can attack. Get to draw an extra card from the initiative. Oh, Boots. Dang it. That would have done it. I'm just going to keep going all in. Snuff Out doesn't get me because of the ward from Boots. They're at 3. Okay. Another Wrath would be terrible. Yeah, we are so weak to Wrath. I get to go into the Throne of the Dead 3. Seems good. Oh, they make 2 Skelly Bones. They make 2 Skelly Bones. I would like to go into the throne, please. Give me something good. Skyclave doesn't hit tokens. Sakashima and be a Reflector Maid. Yep. Okay, so the long game does seem to maybe favor us. Just so soft to Wraths. I'm keeping this. Cloud into Teferi. Don't Thoughtseize me. Yeah. Oh, Beseju's good. I would rather bluff having anything than save the 2 life. Jet Medallion. Do I just Beseju that? I think they have, honestly, I think they have better combo pieces, and we can Teferi that. Like any big cost reducer here, Relic of Legends is Relic of Legends is bad. That's fine. Ooh, Otawara is also good. Do this. Blue, green, white. The green doesn't matter, obviously. Which of these am I bouncing? This costs more mana. I'm gonna bounce the Relic. Unable to Scream means nothing in this matchup. And I will Beseju the Relic. It's better than the Medallion. Mockingbird doesn't do anything. Plus Teferi. Breeding Pool, untap. Give him the clamps! Yeah, I want to blow up that Relic. Once they have my commander is reduced by 2, the Relic is infinite. Let's blow that up. They can tap it for black in their upkeep. They're not bothering. Not feeling super strong about this game. Our interaction isn't like that good against them. Bubbling Muck. Oh no. Are we just locked out of this game? For now. Yeah, for now I'm just locked out of the game. Oh no. Wait. Why did it show me Bubbling Muck? Oh, it's until end of turn. Got it. I was thinking Bubbling Muck was like contamination or whatever. I'll F6. I don't know why I wouldn't try to. Yeah, once this engine is going, it's just so strong. They're getting to. I completely misunderstood Bubbling Muck. We're always plussing you. Am I more scared of getting comboed out? I don't think the bounce doesn't matter because they just get to recast whatever it is. I guess unless it's the Sibsig ceremony, because it's 3 black. There are other combo pieces they just cast and recast. Bouncing Acererak does literally nothing. Get my Tropical Island and I'll cast Aang. Liquor Wisping, any of this stuff doesn't matter. And there is the brick, baby. when you need it to be good, when you absolutely need it to be good, you get a Llanowar Elf. High variance deck in a high variance format. Live by the sword, die by the sword. Yield. And the Mad Wizard's Lair lets them free cast one of the spells they draw. I'm gonna go use the bathroom while they do their thing. I am returned. Have they done anything? They do. Storm count is 2. Seems like there may be finding a line. Oh my goodness, we're getting a turn. Brazen Borrower is really good, actually. Oh, they killed Teferi. They marched Teferi. That's what I missed. Okay. I think I just want to clamp this elf. Yeah. Clamping the elf seems good to me. So now we have... How much mana do we need to Otawara and Petty Theft? 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can cast this Hierarch and then go to combat and attack them for... Yeah, I'm going to hold up Petty Theft and Otawara here. We lose this game by getting comboed out, so I will do my best to not get comboed out. If we get another turn, we have the option to Mockingbird Hierarch, attack for 8 with an Earthbent land, and then Flicker Wisp. Flicker Wisp Aang. I can't do anything about Beseech. I had a Force of Negation and a Daze in this deck. I don't think either of them are actually good. Bouncing the Jet Medallion just doesn't do anything as long as Incubator's out. So now let's Petty Theft the Incubator. They gained a life. Search your library for a card. Empiric Tutor. Draw 3 and lose 3. They are choosing to search for a card and put it on top. They're gaining a lot of life, too. They lose. Sure. Yes to commands. This is a fun game. I'm having a good time with this. Mental Misstep doesn't seem great. I am going to have to Otawara that Urza's Incubator again. I go to 14, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. So I'm just going to hold up the Otawara and pass. Oh, boy. That seems strong. That seems really strong. They have so much mana, I doubt this matters, but I'll do whatever I can to try to stay in this. They recast it, and now they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Aceraks. I don't think any of their combo pieces cost 1. I'm not going to F6 just in case. That Deluge. Weak to Wrath of Gods. They are Hellbent. Do they get to the lair this turn? 1, 2. They get to the lair this turn. I have enough mana on my turn to recast it. This is a close one. This is so fun. Duel Commander is just so fun. I love this format, genuinely. Candy Trail. That is a thing I can misstep, so I will. And now we'll F6. That was just literally a thing I could interact with. And now they don't get to the lair this turn. I think that was big. If Aang finds me a Witch Enchanter, we already used the Beseiju, so Coffers is here forever. Oh, they did have enough mana to... Yeah, okay. Let's Surveil to try to set up this Aang. Is Appa even good here? I'll leave it on top because it's a guaranteed hit, but I don't think it's actually that good. Yeah, I don't think it's actually that good. I probably should have just made it go away. They have a Yogg Will. So I guess they are a Tendrils build. All right, big hits. Looking for big hits. I saw the little MDFC thing and thought it was the Witch Enchanter. I'll take the initiative. The best thing I can do. Get the basic island and pass turn. I think I should have been Dappa. If we draw a Witch Enchanter, I'm going to be so sad. Is there a Tendrils in their graveyard? I didn't even look. They can Deluge me, they can Beseech, they can Relic. They have it all here. Okay, so they're infinite, and I'm going to save my time as a human and concede. Good game. Those were very fun. Good game. Round 4. On the draw against Solphim. With a turn 2 Teferi that we'll never actually get to use because this dork definitely dies. I don't want to keep 5 lands here. I will go to 6. This looks way better. It's only 2 lands, but we'll put Appa away. Yeah, we've got turn protection, ramp, clone, removal. This has most everything I like to see. Ooh, and our prismatic ending. I love prismatic ending. I want to get the lush portico and earthbend it. It'll depend. I think I want this voice of victory for solitude. Yeah, because of something like that. That's fine. I can just prismatic end that. Yeah, because prismatic ending will never hit Solphim unless I find. I do want that land. Unless I find one of our 5-color lands that hurts us, and I'd just rather not have to rely on something I don't want to see anyway. Voice of Victory bricks this Needlehead in combat, so we're not under any actual significant pressure yet. And Solphim can get indestructible, not hexproof. Yeah, so this Solitude is just on Solphim duty. This attack is suspicious, and I'm going to block no matter what. If they have a removal spell for the Voice of Victory, it dies anyway. I think I'm fine with that trade. Oh, this is a 2/2. Crap. Well, now I'm less happy with the trade. So we go to 17. Badgermole Cub, I'm going to bend the fetch land for some protected ramp because this doesn't tap for 2 mana if the Badgermole Cub isn't around. So rather than bending one of our lands so it can tap for 2 now, I'd rather just have the extra fetch value. And we're not under real pressure yet. Like, I can get dinged for 1 by this, I don't care. Once this guy comes down and it's dealing us 3, or no, dealing us 2. Oh, it's double damage, not +2. Torbran is the one that's +2. Teething Song. The heck? Sure. Are they some weird storm deck? I've never played against Solphim in this format. I have no idea what's actually happening. Other than it being mono red. Grape Shot. So now let's exile Solphim. Yeah, where are these all pointing? Are they all pointed at the cub? No, there's one pointed at my fetch land. What I thought. So let's surveil here. Meticulous Archive seems fine. Now we'll yield to all. Halfling. I would rather just have a land. If we don't find it, we don't find it, but I don't think that Delighted Halfling is doing anything at this point. I guess I could have made 2 of them. Doesn't seem that good. Quick Reflexes is good. Let's get our own Needlehead here, and then we'll pass the turn with this Legolas's Quick Reflexes. They're at 25. But Solphim costs 6, and they Seething Songed. I will just go trade here if they want to attack Rishadan Port. Yeah, I'm fine making that trade. Why did that not die? It has First Strike during your turn. Wow, am I dumb. And I forgot to survey. Ay. Yep. This thing is actually, like, killing me. God, I should, like, really read cards. Okay, that lets us cast Aang through the Rishadan Port. I'm going to keep that. I'm not bluffing anything. I'm just yielding through the turn. I took a pretty significant break in between this round and the last, and I gotta lock back in. Andra. All right, so we take 4 down to 5, then to 4 on our turn. I think we're dead. I think we are dead. It's gonna be tough to chain Aangs together. Also, I think we're just, like, dead to the Grape Shot. We're definitely super dead, but I want to cast Aang. I came here to cast Aang. Something like a Charming Prince that could gain us 3 life isn't nothing. Litzel stinks, Pilgrim stinks, Appa stinks. Ah, we're super dead. Whatever, kill me. Right, because this just casts something from the graveyard. Oh, well, they didn't even need it. All right, GG. Maybe prismatic ending that Needlehead was correct. It didn't feel like... It's not like it was a real clock. Like, that's not... It was my really bad blocks on it. Like, just not... Literally not reading this has First Strike on your turn. We don't block with the cloned one. We Legolas's Quick Reflexes, kill it. Okay, so that one's entirely on me. Like most losses, let's be honest. I will keep this. I hate that we have a land that hurts us, but very good spells. Very good spells. And I like both this Reverent Mantra and this Solitude. Maybe pitch one to the other. Or Strike it rich. They create a treasure. You got it. Ooh, Teferi. Well, I'm obviously casting that. And let's hurt your mana a little bit. Come on, City of Brass. That's the one. Gonna take so much damage. Ruby Medallion. So they are Storm. They're definitely Storm. Oh, let's plus. And then we came here to do one thing. And that is cast Aang. Now that Reverent Mantra is looking insane. Oh, deck. Come on, deck. Why you gotta do me like that? That was so sad. We get to immediately resend with the Phantasmal Image, but that was so sad. They get to cast Solphim, we get to Solitude. Pitch the Palace Jailer. Pyrokin. I guess now they get... Oh, we have the Palace Jailer, so they can cast Solphim and we can just take the Monarch. That's fine. They don't even want to play anymore. Alright, game 3, gonna be on the draw. On the draw against Mono Red does not thrill me. Yeah, keep. For sure, keep. Pippin's really good in this matchup. Enlightened Tutor's whatever. Subtlety's good. And they pass without a turn 1 play. Makes me happy. That makes me happy. Draw a Mana Dork. That would be sick. I will say, there is something special about blowing out a Pyrokinesis with a Reverent Mantra. Oh, Cat. I'm always casting that. And I'm always pitching the Enlightened Tutor to the Reverent Mantra. Oh, they didn't kill it. I don't want to play against that card before I start snowballing. I just want to get this cat snowballing and take the initiative eventually. And I can even, if I don't have to protect the cat, I can Enlighten Tutor or Urza Saga and make sure we hit our land drop and make a second cat. That might be really good. What is this? Players can't gain life. Ugh. Okay, well, let's see what we're drawing before I decide if I want to just static prison that right away. Yeah. Do I just have to do something about that? I think so. I should have just Enlightened Tutor. That Surveil was silly. I've made every poor decision I could make so far. Now I can't even protect the cat. I've expended all of these resources and like 2-for-1'd myself a bunch. Don't even have my land drop. Hey. Oh, they sideboarded into this guy. I wasn't paying attention, per usual. Can't cast any of my spells. I literally don't have a spell to cast. This feels bad. Okay. This is what happens too when you play Magic and you just click buttons. You don't pay any attention, you just click buttons. And I do it way too often. Yikes. Okay. Well, that's spell next turn. I imagine a 4/4 Ward 2 is probably pretty difficult for them. This thing again. Chandra. Their graveyard's empty. So they're just going to put Loyalty on her. And they say, if you're chilling, I'm chilling. They Rishadan port down a land. I assume my white source. Yeah. Can't pay, so I won't. Oof. They are really effectively locking us out. So then, like, maybe I just want to take the initiative. They do have a bunch of menace creatures. This is tricky. Tricky. I like seeing a red prison deck, though. I don't like playing against it, but I like seeing it. God, this guy. Yeah, I don't have the white card to pitch. Gonna get bonked for a lot here. And I go Roaming Throne before I go Undermountain. Oh, they get to kill... They get to wipe my board here, and I'm getting bonked for 7. That is not chill, opponent. So I go to 13. Yeah, you got it. They port me. What I wouldn't give to just draw a land here. Well, creature that blocks. I kind of want that to pitch to the Reverent Mantra. These both have menace. Me to 11. Get to keep porting me. Yeah. Oh, this stinks. I'll get your... this thing that blocks your 2/2. It's not good for me to have 2 of these on board, but I don't really know what else to do. They've like really put me out of this game. They're taking a lot of damage from our 2 creatures. Okay. We're going to take 4 more here. 4. This is 9. And then any burn spell kills me. Any creature I cast kills me. So just anything kills me here. Yeah, I'm dead to literally everything. Like that. Yeah. Aha! I die. GG. I, like, the bad Surveil there, the bad Enlightened Tutor, that was all terrible. Fifth and final round against Golos Tireless Pilgrim. Haven't seen this deck in a little bit. Surveil into Cloud, into maybe Clone Cloud. I'll keep this. I don't know how we ever beat a Glacial Chasm other than Boseiju, but we'll find out if it's possible. They go tap land, go. Draw a mana dork. Nope. Ecclave's not even that good here. I'll Surveil and pass. It's a tapped land, but I do want my lands, so I'll keep the Hedge Maze on top. Times when I've played against Golos before, the game plan is like Heartless Summoning or Urborg Coffers, just make billions of mana. The tricky part about playing against these 5-color decks is you just never really know what their utility spells are. Like, do they want to be thought seizing me more? Do they want to hold up some counter spells more? Do they want to play a little more aggro? Are they just trying to go way over the top with Eldrazi? It's always hard to make a game plan until you see what their deck's actually doing. Golos is always lands. It's just what variety of interaction and disruption. Cloud is in there. Cloud is out of there. Fatal Push. So mean. Mean. We can just Surveil again here. I do not want another land. Cast the Skull Clamp, say go. We can always clone their Golos too. Get Urza Saga. Doesn't seem terrible. Golos puts it into play though. I would love to put Boseiju into my hand. Overlord. See, this is the kind of thing I'm talking about. It's saucy. I like it. And it's not a creature, so I can't clone it. I would love to clone it. CMC is greater than 4. I have exactly no pressure. Say go. We're going to need a very good Aang flip for me to feel anything approaching comfortable. Woodley Tutor. Yuck. What are you getting? Vampire Hexmage? Kill me with this Overlord? Mutated Cultist? Are you like a Dark Depths ramp style deck? Abomination? What the heck? Seems fine to clone. Ugh. Yeah, I mean, it seems fine to clone. At least give me something to do. Metamorph. Okay. Is that going to be Skull Clamp? Because this isn't a creature. Yeah, it's Skull Clamp. Okay. Oh, so the Emerge with Artifact, I guess, is what they want? Okay. I don't know what we're doing here. Just no idea what we're doing here. We're kind of playing Magic. Alright, well, I guess we'll see if they have a counterspell. They don't. What do we get? Voice, Pippin, Llanowar Elves. I'd rather have a Pippin. This is the least exciting game of Magic I've played in quite a while. Here's Golos. No response. What are you getting here? Okay, it's Urborg. Overlord gets closer. Liquor Wisp. I forgot to equip the Skull Clamp. I'm sleepy baby boy. Back you. I think I'm interested in resending Aang. I can only do Sakashima or Phantasmal Image. I'll do the Phantasmal Image, and then I'll decide what to do with this Flicker Wisp and Static Prison and such. Palace Jailer, Initiative Creature, Appa, Aang. Can't see. Oh, there's a card I asked for. Maybe I should have Static Prison first. I never know what I'm doing. Just clicking away. I will cast you off of my basics. Oh, and we get an ally. Cool. Appa. Finally getting to see this card. That's our best card. That's our best card. If I didn't mention it, that's our best card. Okay, so we'll Unable to Scream Golos. And maybe just grab Tameo. Ocelot Pride. We haven't gained life this turn. I'll get the Mockingbird. So we'll enable to scream Golos, static prison your overlord. And now they've got basically nothing going on. Oh, right, that was a different Aang, so this one doesn't flip. Yes, you can punch me for one if you'd like. Oh, maybe they just have a way to sack. Oh, they can emerge the crab. I will never remember what cards do. Get the Mockingbird, but it gets cast for 0. They have a flying ally. Crab's a 5/5. CMC a 6. Okay. Do I want to do their crab thing to them? Do I just want another Bright Glass? How many options? I think before I do anything, I want to go to combat. Yeah. I want to go to combat. And I want to attack for a bunch. Don't want to attack with. Target opponent exiles the top card of their library, a card at random from their hand. Oh, yeah, I'm going to clone that thing for sure. Unless they want to block the Bright Glass with it, and then I'm fine with that too. They do. Okay. Not upset about having that off the board. I should have cloned that. So tired. Goodness. Tap that for black to be silly. Liquor Wisp. Aang. Could have cloned Bright Glass and gone and got Ocelot Pride, Guide of Souls. Oh boy. I'm just clicking buttons. I'm just clicking buttons. Aang flip. Aang flip. Ranger Captain. Put 2 bodies into play. Tameo flip Tameo, so if we get Glacial Chasmed, we can potentially draw half our library. I think I'm into that. I'm just going to do that. Opposition Agent is fine. Turns off this fetch land, but a Skyclave Aberration eats it. Eats it pretty well. Could have clamped my ally. I could have done a lot more with that turn. You may recast your Golos. No, Alvaren's Epiphany. Take an extra turn. Or a very expensive Explorer. Clamping their ally. Should have Skyclaved that Skull Clamp. They're gonna have just a super full grip here. We had them dead to rights. All I had to do was clone the Crabomination, Skyclave the Skull Clamp. They can probably never win from there. Now they have 9 cards in hand. The World Tree. They are conceding. Oh yeah, I have like a super lethal attack. I gotta get it together here. Just try to finish out this league strong. We're playing for the 3/2. If this had a green source, it would be so good. I'm not gonna keep this. This looks fine. Keep this and put away. Is it Voice of Victory? Yeah, I'll get rid of the Voice of Victory. We can go Dryad Arbor, hold up Aang, take the initiative. Seems like a very strong start to me. Get green-white here. Savannah, green suns for the Dryad Arbor. My love-hate relationship with Dryad Arbor just keeps on going. Are they surveilling or force spiking me? I would give it 50-50 odds. They're surveilling. Off black-white. Green sun zenith. Dryad Arbor. Hold up Aang, swift savior. For whatever your play is, take initiative. Initiative. Bow, bow. I think I need caffeine. They foretold him. What are you foretelling? Who do you think you are telling things in the 4? Me not attacking here should be suspicious, but, like, I just don't care. Down by the boarding. This is not a good use of Aang, but I'm gonna do it anyway, 'cause I'm not thinking very hard. What are you doing? Getting the top left. Done. Yeah, I just want to take the initiative. Ooh. That's pretty good once you have the initiative. That'll come down next turn. I want to get this ticking up. Guess I get an island. Yeah, I have white. Yeah, I'll get an island. And I'm just going full aggro mode here. I can't imagine they're playing like Screaming Nemesis or something. But anything is possible. Anything. Anything in the world. My dog is barking. Going Myco spawn. This guy stinks. I don't care about that card. Getting their Urborg. Yeah, they are on the Urborg coffers plan. I'm going to hit you for a lot. Let's forge onto Aang. Got so much damage coming. Go to combat. Attack with these two. Seasoned Dungeoneer is an insane magic card. Hit you for 7. That's half their life total. And I don't need to cast this True Name. I can just hold up Appa plus Otawara here. Seems more than good enough. Although Golos can go get the Glacial Chasm. Offers. Yuck. Yuck. I don't think Chasm stops them from getting trapped. And if they get anything but Glacial... Oh no. It's just like Ugin or something. This extra turn speed. Sure. And then cycling Jetmir. And they don't attack. They don't try to get the initiative. Eye of Ugin. Okay, we're probably... Heartless Summoning. Ulamog, the Ceaseless Hunger. Oh. Okay, so... Let's crack. I honestly was way more worried about like an Emrakul or something. Go white, 1, 2, and let's show off how powerful our flying bison is. Yeah, airbend those. You gotta love a flying bison. They don't have a flyer of which to speak. They can go get Golos. This gets Glacial Chasm. We're probably in a lot of trouble. Yeah, it is Glacial Chasm. Okay. Take the initiative again. I'll trap you down to 2. I can take the initiative again and draw a card, and then still have Otawara mana up. I can cloud for nothing really relevant. I think we go True Name. Oop. Yeah, I'm gonna go True Name, hold up Otawara. I would like protection from you. Yeah, I think this is the play here. Oh, I even remembered to make my land drop. Okay. So they go to combat, we bounce Ulamog, they can recast it. They can't pay for this chasm. They can recast it and blow up 2 things, but neither of those things can be True Name Nemesis. They can just activate Golos here. They still don't have a counterspell. That brings back the chasm. Could I have... Oh, airbending that wouldn't have mattered. Just like, what are my outs here kind of thing. Or, can't believe I feel like I'm still playing this game. But I do. All we have to do is find Boseiju. Easy. Find our 1-outer. While they get to cast some huge, dumb, idiot thing for free. Or, hey, they kind of missed. So now I'll need to bounce Ulamog before they go to combat. Which doesn't thrill me, but is fine. I don't want to get Ulamogged here. That stupid Glacial Chasm. Alright, what are our outs? How do I get around a Glacial Chasm? I don't have like a White Orchid Phantom or anything. That's a card I was thinking about, because there's so many problematic lands. Anything to get rid of this Glacial Chasm and we win. Oh, I didn't have to Otawara the stupid Ulamog. They can't attack. What am I doing with my life? Alright, let's go into the Throne of the Dead 3, shall we? I feel like I should have already won this game, and I'm just like... Wee woo! You know, the things that people say. Throne of the Dead 3, Throne of the Dead 3, bam, bam, bam. Oh, something to get rid of Ice Tail would be sick. Speak of the Derval. Fast Cloud, get Skull Clamp this ally. See what we come up with. Keep mindlessly clicking buttons until something sticks. That's my plan. I'm not holding up Aang for anything. They have billions of mana. It's fine. Glacial Chasm is the only thing keeping them alive right now. I'm just gonna draw 4 cards. Prismatic Ending. Initiative again. Glasspool Mimic. These are all good cards. They just don't do anything with the Glacial Chasm. They can't take damage. I was thinking about attacking with True Name just to see, but I know that's not how that works. Oh, they can Eye of Ugin. That's right. This card's just sitting here. They're going to activate Golos. All is Dust would get me here. I should have kept up, because this casts without paying its mana cost. Ah! Yeah, it's cast. Stinky. Fatal Push, don't care. Breeding Pool, don't care. Dath Triumph, don't care. Let's go. A break. Hey, we did it. We did it without really using our brain. Excellent. Okay, so that's a 3-2 finish with Aang at the Crossroads. The first two matches we just kind of walked through, everything lined up really well. The match with Acererak was really tight and fun. I'm sure there were some micro decisions that maybe could have gone otherwise, but I think for the most part, we did the best with what we had and just lost a tight one. The fourth match against Mono Red, I just completely checked out for that third game. I think that one's winnable with just reasonable choices. But that's okay. And then game five, we just outvalued them. Really, they bricked on their Golos flips, and it's kind of brutal. Um, but the deck felt good. We saw how strong it can be when you just randomly load the board up with like 15 power in a turn. We also saw that it has a real fail rate with literally not hitting a creature, with only hitting a Llanowar Elves, with only hitting a Guide of Souls when it's not impactful. This deck is really fun and it can do some really, really strong things. It's just high variance in a high variance format. That said, you're playing mostly all good cards. The only ones I would say are pretty mid are the clones, but there are only four of them. And when they're good, they're so good. When they're not as good, they're not as good. But I like this deck. I think it's powerful. I think with some real fine tuning, it can be a real tier 2 at best kind of deck. But if I can have a really, strong tier 2 deck in Bant, I'll take it. So this was fun. I wanted to play a fun deck in which I'm really interested. Thank you so much for dueling with me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.